We're on going. Oh, here we are. We're on live. Hey, welcome everybody. Hey, it's the Browns win. We're coming to you from
Barely.
from all over the country here. So go Browns! Yes, we're very excited. We are broadcasting. We have special guests that you can see here. We've got Mo Money and then we got Alec over here. And thanks for joining us. And hey, the Browns won. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Big
guess
win.
what? My predictions are 100% accurate so far.
So far, well,
And what
it
are
was.
those predictions?
What was your prediction?
Yeah, what were those
That
predictions?
the Browns would lose to the Ravens and then that they'd beat Joe Schmo.
They did. Yes.
Good
Well,
predictions.
I was holding on for dear life. You know, they had that kick at the end, the onside kick, and us Browns fans, we automatically think that something disastrous is going to happen. So that's why we're starting a little late, but we had a few technical difficulties too on my end. So I apologize. All of you who are watching, we've got a few listeners already. So thank you for.
Oh yeah, it's like midnight over there.
I know.
It's your bedtime.
Well, the Browns did it. They got a big win. Baker Mayfield, did his thing finally. Odell Beckham got a nice touchdown there in the first half. I don't know if you guys saw that too, but he had a nice little out route, 43-yard pass to Odell, and then
Is this his first season with the Browns or the second?
second.
Second.
Yeah. So a lot of folks, in the last week have been talking about, trading Odell and, should they do that or not? And tonight he was great. I think he had 4 catches, maybe for about 70 yards. But I mean,
Chubb went 100 yards.
yeah, he had about 124 yards. That last drive was just when they got the last touchdown. Chubb had that big chunk of change there, and then they brought in Kareem Hunt. And Kareem Hunt finished the job. Kareem Hunt, is from Cleveland. He grew up back there. He went to the University of Toledo. He's had some trouble off the. Yeah. I know it's a MAC school, but. No, hey, the Browns win. I'm so excited. I've been nervous all day. And just
enjoy it because it's not gonna happen very often.
Well,
it's fair. On a parade right now.
Right. No, I think I thought Baker Mayfield did well tonight. I don't know if Alec, you said you watched a lot of the game.
He did well in the first half. Fell off a little bit in the second, but
yeah. Were you
surprised? Does he run the ball or is he a
thrower? He's the thrower. He is the Progressive commercials now.
Oh no, you're right. The running back would run the ball. Never mind. Well, some quarterbacks are good at boo, 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 and then.
Speaking of the Progressive commercials, those are the favorite ones in my household with all the guys here.
Yeah, I like those.
Asking me about that. We don't have those out here in Washington.
Well, you can Google it or you can YouTube it, Mariah, if you're. Oh, I'm sorry, Mo Money. You're Mo Money tonight.
Mo Money.
That's what they call me.
So hey Al, did you watch when they were up and they had the ball and they went for it on the 4th down play the first time? Did you see that series of plays where they didn't get it in? Where they
Yeah.
Okay, so
they got the ball back again at 6 inches. Yeah.
Yeah, so Nick Chubb, had a great run. He's our running back. He just looked like the old Kevin Mack, who used to be a great running back for the Brownies. Got it right down. We thought he got in. They called it a touchdown. Then they said no. They put the ball on the 1, and then the Browns ran the ball 3 of the 4 times. You'd think they could get a yard because they had great running tonight, but they couldn't. Then, so Cincinnati gets it, and what happens, Mariah? You saw that, right?
Oh yeah. Don't worry. Miles Garrett, what a god, comes through the defensive line.
That would be Myles Garrett.
Or no, the offensive line. Gets goes like this.
Chopped his arm, yeah.
Out of Joe Schmo's hand.
Joe Schmo.
Takes that.
Yeah.
And they punched it in. They got the Browns up again to 28-13. Joe Burrow, Joe Schmo, he for a rookie, I thought he played another
Joe
really
Schmo's
solid
a
game.
rookie?
Yes,
This
he
is his
played.
first year?
Yeah, his second.
Right, where'd he come from?
Wasn't he the number one pick this year for
Yeah.
2020? And yeah,
Out of LSU.
Is
He
he
went to
Oregon?
No, LSU. He's from Ohio. He played at another MAC school. He played at another MAC school, Mariah. Do you remember? Well, actually, no. He went to school where the MAC school is in OU down in Athens. He played at Athens High School.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he helped win a championship for them. Then he went to Ohio State. And when Ohio State decided to take Justin Fields as their quarterback, Joe Schmo went down to LSU. And then he had that great year last year and got the number one. Was the number one pick for Cincinnati. I mean, he threw the ball over 60 times tonight, which is just crazy. You shouldn't be having to throw the ball over 60 times.
Why
But
Snape dropped it?
yeah, and they don't really.
Throws aren't very good.
Well, no, he's
And
no.
Baker Mayfield's better, and who's a lot better than Joe Schmo? Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett looked pretty tough tonight. What are you drinking there? You got a little. You got your Gatorade bottle out. You still using your?
It's REI. Sorry, Dawg.
Oh, the REI. Oh, that's the other. That's the.
Nature.
Is that the competition with the LL Bean?
What?
No, the bottle you got, is that a store? What's the?
Yeah, REI Co-op. They have
Okay.
Camping stuff.
That's the camping stuff that rivals. Yeah, LL Bean.
Actually, the guy. No, that's not the truth. Actually, never mind.
So thanks everybody for joining us. By the way, if you're watching us, this is the Johnny Cleveland podcast, and this is the Dawg post game show. You guys like that name?
Come on, Alex.
big dog pound.
Well, you guys have gone to some games. Alec, you've been to several games up there at the stadium. Was it weird? Was it weird to see you guys watch the game, to see like so few fans up there in the stands?
How many fans are at the game?
There were 6,000.
How many can the stadium fit?
65 to 70,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do the fans have to sit apart? Like, can any of them sit next to each other?
I think families and those people could sit together. Yeah.
How do they decide what fans get to go to the game?
Well, you know how when we talked back in July and I gave up my season tickets and stuff, and we pushed those season tickets to next year. So the people that remain, basically what happened is that they put the folks that have had season tickets the longest, have had seniority, they got first dibs, I think, as far as if they wanted to go to a game. So chances are that a lot of folks would not get to go to a game at all. So a lot of season ticket holders pushed their tickets like I did the following year. So we'll see. I mean, it would be great to see more fans there, and hopefully as we progress, hopefully, who knows? Our numbers if the pandemic and numbers aren't that off the charts here, but there's still a concern. So, but hey, the Browns, I'm very happy tonight. I can sleep well. Tomorrow's a victory Friday. But you guys have been to some other games in the past. Alec, you've been to some games where I took you. It was very vocal.
Yeah.
And I think Mariah, you and I went to a game. Last year?
Yeah.
Trying to think which one it was.
No, 2 years ago.
2 years ago? Okay. So the Browns did very well tonight. If you guys are watching, everybody, they basically the Browns started off hot. They had Baker was just throwing bullets tonight. He was really on target. He looked like his own old self. He looked much more confident. And then he hit the Odell Beckham play. Actually, to start the game, Chubb had a nice 11-yard rushing touchdown. And then Odell got his touchdown. And then going there into the second half is when they kind of messed up on that fourth down, that goal line stand that Cincinnati had. But then your buddy Myles Garrett got the ball back for the Browns. So, and the Browns win 35-30. The Browns defense is a little susceptible. I'm a little nervous still about where we go with the Browns defense. I think they have some problems in the secondary. It seemed like all our guys in the secondary, like the cornerbacks and stuff and the safeties, are so small. You look at the receivers for Cincinnati. I didn't really like was it AJ Green or AC Green?
AJ Green, yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's ginormous. Just a big target. And Joe Burrow, that's the other thing. Like when you see Joe Burrow, the quarterback for Cincinnati, and you stand him up against like Baker Mayfield, he's a lot bigger player. But I'm glad the Browns were able to hang on. Now the Browns get to kind of rest, and they're going to have another home game a week from next Sunday against the Washington football team, the team without a nickname. And you were very happy about that, right, Mo Money?
I mean, I don't know. The Browns are going to win that one too.
You think so?
Yeah, because the Washington football team, they don't know their identity right now, and that's going to cause too many issues on the field.
You think so? Okay. Well, I felt like, Alec, you said you watched the game. Did you watch it with some of your buddies there at the house?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did they think about the whole game today?
Oh, I don't know. We were just keeping track of all the fantasy points.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know this week,
Hey,
last
you
week.
know who my quarterback is?
Who is your quarterback? Have you looked?
No.
You haven't looked?
Can't you see who my quarterback is?
Probably.
Can
Yeah, you
check
can.
for me?
I'll check later.
I hope I have Tom Brady.
Alec, how are you doing? You kind of had a rough start last week, but
First week was rough because number one pick Michael Thomas didn't score anything, and he's out now. It sounds like for a few weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm getting screwed over compared to everyone else right now. But it was funny for the game today because last week Micah had Nick Chubb playing, and then this week he took him out. So we're watching the whole.
Out?
Yeah, he had him on the bench as he scored.
Serves him right. That's it.
But it sounds like he might be willing to offer me Nick Chubb for Michael Thomas, so might take that offer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I need some points now. I need to win a few games here at the beginning.
Did you see how many points Baker got for you? Did it tell you?
It wasn't great. I think he got about 17, 16. He threw that interception towards the end.
Yeah, when he threw that ball, what did you guys think?Id you think he was going for you think he was going to make the touchdown?
For a second, yeah.
Yeah, for a second it seemed that way. Is Matt there, Mo Money?
Hey, Matt. Are you here?
So Alec, so you got lined up. So you got your Baker Mayfield. Who are your running backs?
Well, Baker's on the bench, but
he's on the bench. Okay,
I put him on the bench this week.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, Tom Brady's in for this week.
You brought in Tom Brady. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Guess who I have?
By the way, if anybody is watching right now, or if you watch this post game broadcast, Mo Money and Alec are both my kids. So Mo Money is actually Mariah, and I met Mariah, and Alec here is come on. Well, I don't know if you've ever appeared on the show before. We've talked.
I've been on the voice call before.
I'm a regular.
Yeah.
Hey, guess who my
I'm
quarterback
not.
is?
Who's your what?
My quarterback.
Who is it?
Josh Allen.
Oh, there you go. Buffalo. Mariah's got her background from Buffalo. Josh Allen, a Buffalo Bill now. That's great.
This one's for you, Tom and Wendy.
All right, so Alec, you've also, I've shared before, you've got this great YouTube channel. You're sharing info about that if anybody wants to check it out.
It's just a bunch of soccer highlights, very fun, cool videos, and I've actually recently been considering doing an NFL one. Now that I'm watching all these games,
there you go.
Highlight videos of those.
Hey, Johnny Cleveland will help out with that. We'll do that. We can do that together.
Yeah.
Can I be in it?
No.
I don't know, Mo Money.
I surely
Any of you that are watching out there on the broadcast,
Oh my gosh. I should have Mariah like commentate over videos, like her reactions of all the big hits and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we want to give a shout out to all the folks too that are watching. I'm sorry, Alec. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Who's
It's
watching?
No.
I just feel like Mariah's reactions would be so absurd and obnoxious. It'd be so entertaining.
Also, I have to say that this whole time I've been thinking that Alex hair is longer than mine.
It's not though.
It's still, yeah. Alec has let his hair grow since through the pandemic, and Alex had an opportunity to go over to Europe early on this last year, prior to the pandemic and during the first parts of the pandemic. And so we're very happy to have Alec back safe and sound, and now he's back up at Hope College. We talk a lot about Hope because I went there to college, and Alec, you're currently a senior there who's studying media production, and you've got your YouTube channel, the I'm Japster,
Mm-hmm.
and he has about 90,000 subscribers now.
Mm-hmm.
You need to contact all those subscribers and tell them to come over to the Johnny Cleveland podcast.
I'll do it at some point.
We got some nice play by whatnot. Yeah, Miss, your former assistant or your principal, Mrs. Gooch, who lives out there on Whimby Island, out there in the Seattle area. She was kind enough to share our podcast recently, so shout out to them and and folks too. Our buddies up there in Kansas, like the old coaches, like Mr. Christensen and Mr. Glatzik, who made that football helmet. His wife had made a comment last time about the Browns helmet. Yeah, so spread the word, spread the love, right? Well, the Browns played great tonight, especially offensively, and we'll see what happens in another week. But
what do you think of the special teams?
They suck right now. I mean, don't you? Have you? They kicked one out of bounds. They can't tackle. They're starting the ball up at the 40 or 45-yard line. You're giving these teams, half a field to work, offensively. So it's easy for Joe Schmo to go, 40 yards or 50 yards rather than, 80. But,
Do you think that Kareem Hunt will become the number one for the Browns for the running backs?
His rookie year, he's only been in the league a few years now. You guys know his background where he got into some trouble he played for the Kansas City Chiefs. He was drafted by the Chiefs, and the Chiefs have had some great teams, and he was the number one running back. He was up there, almost leading the league in rushing. He led the league for rookies in rushing. He's always.
He's the one who got in trouble for the girlfriend.
Yes, he got in trouble for. There was a video that came out, and
I didn't know he was on the ground.
Yeah, he had an altercation with an individual that was not good, and yeah, hopefully he does. But he was the one who last week signed the 2-year extension for $13 million. He's a hometown kid from Cleveland.
$13 million?
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice to get $13 million? By the way,
He deserves to make $13 million.
Hey, I want to know, Coach Jack. Question about Buffalo here with Mac, your former teammate there up in Buffalo, who's the doctor
Mac?
now. No, the doctor.
Mackenzie Lewis.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. She was talking about how she's running. I saw she's on Twitter and stuff, and she was talking to Coach Jack about how she can run the 1.5 miles now in under 5. Is it how many? Well, was there a set goal that you guys had to do?
We had to run it in 9.5 for 10 minutes, roughly 1.5 miles.
Okay, that's kind of what she said. She says, I finally got it. And she says, I always have your voice in my head, Coach Jack. She was, I wondered how you did it with that. You did pretty well with your running when you were back in the day. So, Alec, if you're going to do one of these videos for the, what are you thinking about
Do a
doing?
hype one for the Browns.
Oh yeah, or the Johnny Cleveland podcast.
I can do a
Oh,
Browns highlight
make a
video,
hype
yeah.
one for the Johnny Cleveland podcast. I'll be on it with my T-shirt.
Yeah, you want to show everybody the T-shirt? You can buy those at Zazzle.com. Type in Johnny Cleveland podcast, and you can buy yourself a T-shirt.
Look
There are
how much
coffee mugs.
it looks like John's face.
It does. I got a little beard growth thing going on there still. Does it look like it's getting whiter and grayer? Since I don't know, I don't see you guys very often in person.
A little bit. You look
Yeah,
old.
you look grayer.
I'm looking old. Okay. Well, you guys are looking old too.
Hey, that's fair.
How's the air quality out there in Seattle right now?
No bueno.
No.
Nope.
But
I heard
it's
they
supposed
moved.
to get better. Hopefully, starting tomorrow, it should rain and clear some of it out.
They moved the baseball series between the Mariners and San Diego Padres back down to California, down
Well,
San
they
Diego.
better have
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they can't breathe up here.
Yeah. Well, just stay inside. How's the new apartment?
So new apartment's good.
Yeah, two apartments. Yeah, good so
Yeah.
far.
It's good.
How many apartments do you own right now? Like 3?
I had 3 on Saturday and Sunday, but I'm down to 2 again.
It's funny.
Soon to be 1, thankfully. Who
That's
knew
good.
that Mo Money would be able to have 3 properties when she was in only her early 20s?
I think you like playing Monopoly back in the day.
6 cents.
Yeah, you know who's really good at Monopoly is your stepbrother Clay. He was dominating the other day when he was playing Monopoly the other day when the grandparents, Grandma Barb and Pat and Ken came over, and they were all playing Monopoly, and Clay was dominating. So yeah.
Monopoly. He's like the Tom Brady of
Hey,
Monopoly.
Did you guys hear the news that Grant in the last week? You know, I think he's bowled 12 games, and of those 12, 9 of them he's gone over 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about
Big
that?
place.
He should be in the Nationals for the Special Olympics. Or just
Well,
the regular Olympics.
Or the regular? Yeah, I would think that would work. Well, the Browns win tonight, so thank you. I mean, I'm so excited. You know, we stayed up so we could share our thoughts with you guys.
I think we need to do a chant. Ready?
What kind of
No.
chant?
Go Brownies.
Please, here we go. Ooh, ooh,
Here we go.
Go Brownies. Here we go.
ooh, ooh. There you go. Very good. Good job. Good job. Al, okay. A little bit there.
It's fine.
I always remember going into the game with you, that one game when we were playing the Steelers, and all those Steeler fans were just swearing like a drunken sailor, and they were giving us the finger, the middle finger. It was just awful,
I have something to say.
Yes.
So, I have a new coworker, and she's from Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And I'm telling her how the Browns people think that there's a big rivalry with the Steelers, but she seemed to think that it wasn't a two-sided rivalry. Steelers didn't see the Browns as a rival.
Yeah. Well, if you grew up back when I grew up when I was younger in the 70s and 80s, 1970s and 80s.
Oh yeah, that's like
That was really the peak of when,
that's like a century ago.
Yeah, well, I was 40 years ago. So I hope that Baker Mayfield with his commercials and maybe he gets some more success will pull you younger people back in, because what did you think of the Browns uniforms tonight? They brought out the orange pants.
Oh,
You notice
yeah.
that?
They're cool. Yeah.
Yeah? Classic, right?
Man. Brown
Classic.
is such an ugly color that they need to really go with the orange.
I thought they looked really sharp. I think the Browns with that combination is one of the best in the business. So I was excited to see that.
It's like,
It seemed like,
do you want to look like poop, or do you want to look like?
well, a lot of our friends back there in Kansas, like Mr. Coach Christensen, he always likes to talk about the Browns having the poopy pants.
They do have the poopy pants, but not tonight.
No, they didn't. They
Right,
looked
they
sharp.
won.
Super Bowl, right? Super Bowl. Woo! Okay.
Go Browns.
Go Browns. You want to do one more chant?
Okay.
No.
1, 2, 3, go. Here we go.
Here we go,
No.
Brownies.
Here we go.
Hoo, hoo. There you go. All right. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Who let
Well,
this
everybody
all
that's
down?
watching, it's been great to have you, Mo Money and Alec, on the show tonight. Thanks for staying up late. It's not as late for you, Mariah. You're out there
No,
in
it's
Seattle.
only like 9 p.m. here.
But I hope you all. It was a great win for the Browns. I was hoping all day that they'd perform this way, and they did. So,
I'm glad that they did not let you down.
well, tell Matt that he needs to be on the show next time. A lot of people would be disappointed.
You have to be on the show next time. He said, okay.
Okay. Well, hey guys, thanks for staying up and thanks for watching on the post game, the Dawg post game show. Did you guys hear the intro I created for that? By the way, do you like the intro? Have you heard it on the podcast on the
Not
audio?
yet. No.
Oh, you got to check it out. Yeah.
Will do.
Okay. Well, go Browns. Thanks again for joining me tonight, guys, and thank you if you've been watching tonight on the broadcast. I know it's late, but hopefully you get to watch this tomorrow morning when you wake up and you're having your cup of coffee, right? Okay. All right. Hey, you guys take care. I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. And the rest of you have a great night. And everybody out there, remember to keep
smiling.
Take care.
Alec did not know what to say. Oh, you left. Bye.
Oh, he left. Bye-bye.